Eddie Jones is staying for now. Until Wednesday, there was no semblance of a succession plan for when the Australian left after the 2019 World Cup. Publicly at least, Jones always intimated that after 2019 he would leave England and watch cricket in the Caribbean with a rum and coke in hand. Eddie Jones has agreed a 2-year contract extension to stay as England head coach to 2021. The Australian had intimated that he would leave following the 2019 World Cup in Japan, but now that has changed. The idea is this: Jones will now coach England beyond the 2019 World Cup, where previously his contract ended at the conclusion of the tournament. Then the RFU want to appoint a new head coach by the end of the 2019-20 season, so 6 months after the Japanese competition. The new arrival will then work alongside Jones until the summer of 2021, before taking over for the final 2 years in the build-up to France's 2023 World Cup. As succession planning goes, it seems a smart idea and a real coup for English rugby. Having won 22 out of 23 tests since taking over the job after the disastrous 2015 World Cup, this 2-year extension is a rubber stamping of Jones' brilliant reign. It also gives England a proper chance to find the right replacement and time for that person to compile the necessary CV. But Jones will use the last year of his contract to ensure a smooth transition to his successor. Previously, the RFU have made it clear that international experience is vital for the next coach. Jones' assistants, namely Steve Borthwick and Paul Gustard, are not yet prepared to take the main job if they want it. And the outstanding premiership candidate Exeter Chiefs Rob Baxter does not have any test experience. Tests played: 23. Won 22, lost 1, points for 742, against 397, honors and achievements: 6 Nations 2016, 2017, 6 Nations Grand Slam 2016. World Rugby Coach of the Year 2017, consecutive test wins, joint record 18. But now, with the timeline in place, potential successors know what they have to do if they want to be top dog. Whoever the next coach is, they will gain an invaluable opportunity to work alongside the man who has revitalized English rugby. You could hardly ask for a better mentor. What remains to be seen, though, is how Jones will cope with slowly releasing total governance of his team. By all accounts, he is a brutally hard taskmaster, so focused on every detail. How would that controlling nature fare in a long handover scenario? There is a danger that messages could become mixed and players confused about who really is in charge if not executed correctly. Another element yet to be ironed out is whether or not this rules Jones out of coaching the Lions in South Africa in 2021. At the moment, there are 2 schools of thought. One is that he could work with a new coach until the winter of 2020, go into scouting mode, and then lead the Lions the following summer. Rob Baxter, a potential successor, would gain valuable experience with Jones as a mentor. The other is that the RFU will not let him go, even if he wants to, using him right up until the Argentina tour of June 2021, where presumably the new coach will take a more hands-on role with Jones overseeing before he rides off into the sunset. The RFU have extended deals before. In 2014, Stuart Lancaster, Graham Rowntree, Andy Farrell and Mike Kett all signed up to 2020. But after England bombed out of their own World Cup in 2015, all those coaches had to go. Jones seems to be preparing a far more robust England team. But if history repeats itself in 2019, the Union have a real problem. Of course, Jones knows that this entire plan is totally dependent on the 2019 World Cup. The pressure to succeed is ramped up now. As he has said before, crash out in Japan, and the first question asked will be, "Eddie, when is your flight home?" England have won 2 Six Nations titles, including 1 Grand Slam under Jones' stewardship.